हिरण्मयेन पात्रेण सत्यस्यापि हितं मुखं तत्त्वं कोसनपावृणु सत्यधर्माय द्रोष्टये. I welcome everybody to the Swadhyaya Jnana Yajna program by Academy of Yoga and Oriental Studies, IOS. It is a lecture series on Hatha Yoga Pradipika by Dr. Indulata Das, Director, Academy of Yoga and Oriental Studies. This is the first lecture of chapter 4 of Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Today we will discuss on Samadhi. The fourth chapter deals with Samadhi. Today we will discuss about Samadhi and the description of Samadhi. Only a part of Samadhi. Now, what is the derivation of the word Samadhi? Samadhi is derived from dha, root dha, with sam and a upasarga and ki pratyaya. So sam and a are the upasargas, dha is the root and ki is the pratyaya. Samadhi literally means to collect or to bring together. In Samadhi, one brings together the distracted vrittis of the chitta. In other states, the vrittis of the chitta are distracted, scattered. In Samadhi, one brings together the distracted vrittis of the chitta. It is called Samadhi. Now, Samadhi is yoga. Yoga is nothing but Samadhi. It is a synonym of the word yoga. Vyasa says in Vyasa Bhasya, Yoga Sutra, that yoga samadhi. Yoga is samadhi. Because yoga is derived from the root yuj, samadho. The root is yuj and the meaning is samadhi. So yoga, samadhi is a synonym of yoga. Samadhi is a state when the vrittis or activities of the chitta or the mind are absolutely controlled. In Gheranda Samhita also we find the same thing. Samadhischa para yoga bahu bhagyena labhyate. Samadhi is the highest yoga attained by great fortune. Highest yoga means there are two samadhis, one sampragyanta samadhi, the other one is asampragyanta samadhi. So both the samadhis are yoga, but here it is said that highest yoga, it is the highest yoga or the asampragyanta yoga, which includes sampragyanta yoga, that is samadhi. Now in Hatha Yoga Pradipika we find a series of synonyms of samadhi. Raja Yoga samadhischa unmanicha manonmani amarattvang layastattvang sunyasunyang parampadam amanaskang tatha dvaitang niralambang niranjanang jivanmuktischa sahaja turya chetyakavachaka. So the names, other synonyms of samadhi are Raja Yoga, Samadhi, Unmani, Manonmani, Amaratva, Laya, Tattva, Sunya Sunya, Parapada, Amanaska, Advaita, Niralamba, Niranjana, Jivan Mukti, Sahajavastha, Turya are synonyms. Here there is a word Advaita. Advaita means without a second. So those who say that yoga is union of two things. Yoga means yujit yoga. They should know that the state of samadhi is advaita. There is no second entity here. So how can two? There will be two in the state of samadhi or in the state of yoga. So it is advaita. The yuj samadho, the word yoga is derived from the root yuj, which means samadhi, not yujir yoga. Now, why samadhi should be attained? What are the specialties of samadhi? Why should one try for attaining samadhi? Samadhi is destroyer of death, mrutyugnam. It is a bestower of happiness of a Brahma, Brahmananda Karang. Then it is best and the highest state, Parang Padam. And it is means to attain eternal bliss, Sukhopayam, Sukhasya Upaya, Sukhopayam. So these 4 points, now let us elaborate the 4 points. Now first point, the destroyer of death, Mrutyugnam. It eliminates death. There is no death of a yogi. What is death? Death means to die and to be born again. Samadhi is the state which kills death. There is no death for a yogi. He only discards the physical body. He willfully discards the physical body because he doesn't need the physical body anymore. He is liberated. He is liberated from the physical body as well as the Sukma Sarira. He is never born again to be dead. So he conquers death. There is no death because he conquers death. He discards the body. He is not dead. He discards the body, and he is liberated. He is never born again. Therefore, Samadhi is the destroyer of death. Now, Samadhi is bestower of Brahmananda. Brahmananda Karam. It bestows bliss of Brahman. Brahman is Satchid Ananda. Sat means existence, Chit means consciousness, and Ananda means bliss or happiness. Brahman is a mass of consciousness, existence, and a mass of bliss. The yogi attains the bliss of Brahman in Samadhi. In Gheranda Sangita also we find the same thing. Here it is said, Aham Brahmana Chanyosmi Brahme Bahang na Shokabhak Satchidananda Rupoham Nitya Mukta Sobhavavan. That means I am Brahman, I am Satchidananda, Sat Chit Ananda, I have no sorrow, I am always free. So, freedom, the yogi or the Jivatma is always free. He has no bondage. Where there is no bondage, there is no sorrow. So, he is happy. He gets the Brahmananda or the supreme bliss. Now, the third point, it is the highest state or Parampada. Samadhi is the highest state. It is the best and the highest state. It is the supreme state of human existence. It is the state when human consciousness is in its fullest development. So he reaches the highest state of human existence. Now the fourth is eternal bliss. That bliss never dies. That bliss never comes to an end. Samadhi gives the eternal bliss. The bliss the yogi gets in Samadhi is never going to die or end. So it bestows happiness which never ends. It relieves one of three sorrows, all the three sorrows. He is relieved from all these three sorrows. These three sorrows are Adhyatmika, Adhibhautika, and Adhidaipika sorrows. For all time to come. Completely and for all time to come. Now, description of the state of Samadhi. What happens to the yogi during Samadhi? If he attends Samadhi, what happens to him? Now, what happens to yogi's body? In Samadhi, the body of yogi becomes like a log of wood. It is a piece of wood. Kashtavat jayate deha unmanya avasthaya dhruvam. Unmani avastha means Samadhi avastha. Kashtavat jayate deha. The body becomes like a log of wood. It has no sensation. Now, second point, it is free from all kinds of sensations, as I told. Not affected by heat or cold. Na bijanati sitosnam. Nothing hot or nothing cold is going to give him any sensation to his body. Number 3, weapons. No weapon can kill his body. Avadhya sarvasastranam. And the body is almost like a dead body. Mrutavat tishthate yogi, samukto natra samsaya. Mrutavat tishthate yogi is dead. His body is like a dead body. No sensation. Now, yogis indriyas. What happens to the yogis indriyas? Activities of indriyas stop. There is no activity in his indriyas. Na gandhang, na rasang, rupang, na cha sparsang, na nishwanam. His nose does not receive smell, na gandhang. Na gandhang means his nose does not act. Na rasang, that means his tongue does not receive taste. Na rupang, his eyes do not receive sight. Nothing, the eyes cannot see anything. Na cha sparsang, that means his skin does not receive any touch. Na niswanam, niswana means sound. His ears do not receive any sound. So the indriyas of the yogi, they stop their activities. They are not active at all. Now what happens to yogi's mind? Chittang na suptang na jagrat, smruti vismruti varjitam. Na chastameti no deti, jasyaso mukta evasaha. His mind is not suptam, not sleeping, not slept. Chitta does not sleep because sleep is caused by tamaguna. Tamaguna cannot dominate the chitta. When the yogi is in samadhi, it is dominated by sattva-guna, not tamaguna. And where there is no tamaguna, there is no sleep. So now suptang, chittang, na suptang. Na jagrat, chitta is not awakened because the indriyas are not capable of receiving their objects. So it is not jagrat also. It is not in jagrat avastha. Then smruti vismruti varjitam. The chitta is devoid of memory and oblivion. Oblivion means forgetting. It doesn't remember anything, it doesn't forget anything. Memory is also a vritti. Pramana, viparja, vikalpa, nidra, smrutaya. These are the 5 vrittis. So memory is also a vritti. Since there is no vritti in the chitta, there cannot be any memory. Since there is no memory, there is no question of forgetting. So smruti vismruti varjitam chitta. Na nasam eti. The chitta doesn't die because it remains in the form of sanskara. It remains, but in the form of sanskara. So it doesn't die. Na nasam eti. Na chaudeti. Because there is no vritti. No vritti arises in the mind. So the chitta doesn't arise. So like this, the chitta is almost functionless. Now, mind loses its entity during samadhi. Salle sandhavang jatvat samyang bhavati yogatah tathatma manasairathyang samadhiravidhiyate. Just as salt is dissolved in water, so also mind loses its entity in the self during samadhi. There is no separate entity of mind, chitta, during samadhi. It is almost dissolved in the self. Therefore it is called manolaya or manonasa in yogic parlance. It is called manolaya. Manolaya means my mind loses its entity. There is no separate entity. Almost there is no separate entity of the mind. Now what happens to the prana? Prana is minimized. The activities of prana are minimized. Prana is there, otherwise the yogi will not be alive. So prana is there, but yada sankhiyate prana is minimized to the limit. Because mind and prana are strongly associated with each other. Chale bate chalang chittang nischale nischalang dhruvam. When the air moves, the mind moves. When air is still, the mind is still. Now, when the mind is still, the air has to be still. So the mind is functionless. So the prana has to be functionless. Air means pranavayu. So the pranavayu has to be functionless because the mind is functionless. Now both mind and prana are dissolved in the self. Prana manodayamidang vilayang nayaja mokhyang sagacchati naro na kathang chidanyaha. He who dissolves both mind and prana attains liberation. So in the state of samadhi, the mind is dissolved and also the activities of the prana are minimized. Now, no samadhi so long as the two are alive or two are active. So long as prana and mana are alive or active, there can be no samadhi. So Hatha Yoga Pradipika says, Jnanam kuto manasi sambhavati hatavat pranopi jivati mano miryate na javat. So how can there be knowledge? Knowledge is attained only by attaining samadhi. So here it is said that there cannot be any knowledge so long as the mind is alive and the mind is not prana. So long as the prana is alive, this should be prana. The prana is alive and the mind is not dead. So long as prana is alive and the mind is alive, there cannot be any knowledge. So knowledge means here knowledge is attained in the samadhi. Only if one attains samadhi, he can get the true knowledge. So one cannot get knowledge unless one attends samadhi. So one cannot attain samadhi if the prana is alive and the mind is not dead. So knowledge is possible only when the prana is minimized and the mana dissolves into the self. So long as mind and prana are active, there is no samadhi, no knowledge. What happens to the desires? All the desires are destroyed in yogi. Pranashta sarva sankalpa samadhi sovidiyate. One attains samadhi when all his desires are destroyed. The yogi, there is no desire in the yogi. All his desires are destroyed. Then only he can attain samadhi. He gets samadhi only if all his desires are destroyed. Now Jivatma. Jivatma is the tiny entity. It is bound by ignorance or jnana. Then it becomes Jivatma or Jiva. Because it is covered by ajnana or ignorance, therefore it is Jivatma. Jivatma, what happens to Jivatma? Jivatma evolves to the state of Paramatma. Jat samattam doer aikyang Jivatma Paramatmana. Now Jivatma and Paramatma, they become same. That means the Jivatma becomes the Paramatma. He is evolved to the state of Paramatma. So long as there is ignorance, the Jivatma identifies itself with the body, with the mind, etc. When Samadhi is attained, Jivatma realizes that it is Paramatma, Aham Brahmasmi. The Jivatma attains the state of Paramatma. So it is Samadhi. Now Samadhi is a state of void, Sunya. Anta Sunya, Bahi Sunya, Sunya Kumbha Ivambare. It is a state of void, void from inside and void from outside. It is like an empty picture in the sky. Mind is devoid of all kinds of vrittis, therefore it is a void, sunyata, emptiness. Yet it is a state of fullness. Mind is now mind is empty. There is no vritti, therefore it is empty or it is a void. But at the same time, it is a state of fullness. What kind of fullness? It is full. Anta punnaha bahi punnaha punna kumbha ivannave. It is a state of fullness, full inside and full outside, like a pitcher in water. And how it is filled? It is full of bliss. It is full of happiness. Now, Samadhi is the state which is beyond all the three other states. Sarvavastha vinirmuktaha. Beyond the three normal states. The three normal states are Jagrat, Swapna and Susupti. In Samadhi, one goes beyond these three states. It reaches the fourth state named Turiya. Turjavastha is a synonym of Samadhi. While discussing about the synonyms of Samadhi, we came through this name, Turja. That means Turjavastha. Turjavastha means the fourth state. It is the fourth state. And the three states are Jagrat, Swapna. Swapna means sleep. And Susupti is deep sleep. So during the state of Samadhi, one is beyond Jagrat, Swapna and Susupti. So it is called Turiya or the fourth state. Now there is no worries. Sarva Chinta Vivarjitaha. The yogi is free from all worries. He has no worries. There is no vritti in the mind. No experience of, therefore there is no experience of worries. He has no worries. Sarva Chinta Vivarjitaha. The time has no impact on him. A person who attains Samadhi is not influenced by time, affected by time. Khadyate no sakalena, he is not devoured, eaten by time. He is free from the impact of time. He goes beyond the old age and death. He goes beyond old age and death. Here the spelling is wrongly written. Time. It should be time. Time. Free from the impact of time. He goes beyond the old age and death. None can overpower him. Then sadhyate nasa kenapi. He is not overpowered by anybody physically or otherwise. Now he is unmoved by pairs of opposites. Na bijanati sitosna, na dukkhang na sukhang tatha, na manang na pamanang cha, yogi yukta samadhina. He experiences neither cold nor hot. Heat and cold cannot affect him. He experiences neither sorrow nor pleasure. Pleasure and happiness, pleasure, sorrow, or happiness, they have nothing to do with the yogi, has nothing to do with sorrow and happiness. And he experiences neither insult nor respect. He is unmoved by insult or respect. If somebody respects him, he is unmoved. If somebody insults him, then also he doesn't care. He is immune to everything. He is not affected by anything. No weapon can kill him. Abadhya sarva sastrana. Not captured by mantra or jantra. Agrahyo mantra jantrana. Now, beyond the capacity of weapons, here we will discuss it in detail. Abadhya sarva sastrana means no weapon in the world can kill him. Whether it is a big weapon or a small weapon, whether it is a poisonous weapon or non-poisonous weapon, whether it is a simple weapon or enchanted weapon, mantrita, whether it is thrown, all the weapons are thrown together or thrown individually, no weapon can kill him. Now, no creature is capable of harming him. Asakta sarvadehinam. He cannot be harmed or subdued means overpowered by any creature in the world, whether humans or animals or reptiles or insects. No creature can subdue him or harm him, whether he is a big creature or a small creature, whether strong creature or weak creature, whether poisonous or non-poisonous. No creature, dehi means creature, something, somebody, or something which has a body, it's called dehi. So no dehi, no creature can do any harm to him. Now, he cannot be captured by mantra, etc. Agrahyo mantra jantranam. He is not captured by any mantra or any jantra. What is mantra? Mantra has many meanings. Here the relevant meaning is a charm, a spell, incantation. So he is not captured. A snake is captured by mantra. So he cannot be captured by any charm, any mantra. There is no mantra to capture the yogi. Jantra. Jantra is a mystical diagram. Jantra means a tie. Jantra also means a fetter. So mantra and jantra. No, there is no jantra which can tie the yogi. Mantra and jantra are used to subdue some animal or humans. But here, the yogi cannot be tied or cannot be subdued, cannot be captured by any mantra or any jantra. Now, Samadhi can be attainable. Samadhi is attainable only by Guru. The yogi cannot get it by himself. In the beginning, from the beginning, it is said that one should do everything according to the instruction of the yogi. Here also, in order to attain the state of Samadhi, he has to take the help of Guru. He should do everything according to the instruction of the Guru. Durlabho Vishaya Tyagaha Durlabhang Tattva Darsanam Durlabha Sahajavastha Sadguroho Karunang Bina. It is impossible to attain Samadhi without the grace of Guru. Without the grace of Guru, it is difficult to give up the worldly attachments, Vishaya Tyaga. It is difficult to see the truth or have the knowledge, Tattva Darsanam, and it is difficult to attain Samadhi, Sahajavastha. So only by the grace of Guru, Samadhi can be attained. Now, he should do everything only according to the instruction of Guru. Raja Yogasya Mahatmyam Koba Janati Tattvataha Jnanam Mukti Sthiti Siddhi Guru Vakyena Labhyate. That means knowledge about the Raja Yoga, liberation through Raja Yoga, establishment in the Raja Yoga, and success in Raja Yoga are acquired. It is only by the words of Guru. All these things are possible only by the instruction of Guru. Who can know the greatness of Samadhi? without the Guru. Only by the instructions of the Guru, the yogi can have the knowledge of Raja Yoga. He can be liberated through Raja Yoga or Samadhi. Raja Yoga is a synonym of Samadhi. He can establish himself in Raja Yoga or Samadhi, and he can be successful in Raja Yoga only by the instruction of the Guru. So like this, a little description of Samadhi. There are various methods to attain Samadhi. In the subsequent lectures, we will be discussing all the methods of attaining Samadhi. Thank you for listening this lecture. If you have any question, you may write in the comment box. I shall be happy to answer this. Now this is the link for our lectures. It is the same link.